Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. We are back again on a new video reaction. I just rushed in on this program because I did not expect to have this kind of delay. Okay, we're supposed to start, I think it's last 20 minutes. So, but be it as it may, we are here again. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. I just want to do a quick reaction video, a continuation of what we were supposed to do yesterday. We managed to, react on the, their space that some people. I hand it over to their children. Excuse me, let me pause this. So we're supposed to finish the reaction yesterday, but I'm going to start again from beginning so that we can go through. I promised that I will watch the video and mark out some minutes, where we're supposed to continue, but unfortunately I don't have the time to do that. So we are going to see how far we can go on this, and this will be the last time we are going to react on this particular video. So if this is the first time of you coming to our channel, maybe this is the first time you are seeing this channel, like the video and subscribe to our channel. Very, very important that you do so. And the space that we are talking about is Okute TV and their group, how they gather to, should I say mock Biafrans? All right. But we are going to see how far. Please, I also wanted to react on a write-up of Elias. The statement that he made. Somebody said that that it would be good for me to say something about it, and I said maybe when we have the time we can do that. So maybe that video may come up later on this channel. Okay, we may stream live on that. So the gathering of some people claiming that they are fighting for Biafra, every now and then talking down on Biafrans, claiming to know what they don't know, hiding their real agenda, the real thing that made them to actually talk about Biafra, is why we are here. So I would like you to comment if you are just coming, if you are joining us, please comment. All right, very, very important that you do so. Comment. Let me know how many of all that are here. I want to know where you are watching from. I want to know if you have, if you are new, if this is your first time of joining our live stream on this platform. Your comment will get a long way to do that. Okay. Is it important? English is not our language, my dear. So you can say better, you can do better. So like the video. So I am here to, let me fix one or two things before we start up properly. But while waiting for that, let us continue listening to, let me set up the space so we can play their voice and you will be able to hear what they're saying. I believe when you hear that, you will have some idea of what the whole thing is all about. Okay, today is 3rd of January 2025. I forgot that we are already in 2025. Wow. Okay, so this is 3rd of January. This 3rd of January. Let me how will I do this now? Excuse me. I need to get this done. Very, very important. Okay. Setting stream. Okay. 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 So please do me a favor and like the video. Okay, like the video while we're waiting for the space to come up so that we'll be able to hear what they said on that space. And like I said, put your comments. It is very, very important. Put your comments. We know the rush. So let me. Okay. Let's start from. Let's start from here.
Especially when it comes to what we are doing here, people are easily fall astray because
my sister, nice to have
they
you.
weren't here in the first place. They are here,
but they
are not completely here with us.
Happy good morning
that's
to
why
you
they follow
and good evening.
They
welcome
follow
back. Welcome back.
Mazin Namdekan, Simon Egba, but yet they misunderstood these people. When you are following somebody who happens to be in the position of a leadership, especially if the person was not brought in by corrupt means, these individuals are special beings. They have special gift. They have special things to offer. When you are following them, you have to watch them. Remember, these guys are humans. They have feelings. They have emotion. There are too many chances of making mistakes. But you have to look at the positive side. And remember, anytime we have a leader, there are people who are always closer to them. You have to always pay attention to this kind of people too. We have a new leader today. We have Ogen Kiri. By the way he walks and the people that are around him, you will know if this man is going to be able to perform or not.
Okay.
You cannot be a leader and your advisor and your senior officers are corrupt people. Then the whole system will be very corrupted. When Ngozi started, it was all about power. It was all about position. Nobody liked her. And then she began to display different kind of personality. If you go to the media, they glorified her name, sing praises to her. And then when we come back to the cabinet, she's like chuku, chuking the government, even chuking Biafra.
This guy said that nobody liked her. Nobody liked her. But when you go to media, they are singing praises of her. But when you come to cabinet, she'll be chuku. The question is between people in the cabinet and people in outside world, which of them are more in number? If you guys in cabinet hate her, because you see, why I love this broadcast is that they gave us very, very good reasons why we must choose wisely. When you come to cabinet, nobody like her. He did not bother to ask why people don't like her in the cabinet. But on social media, people are singing praise of her. Without singing praise of you in the cabinet, why don't you ask yourself a question? What are we not getting? What is it that we are not getting right? You don't bother that people pay attention to her, people like her, but in the cabinet only, you have an issue. And for them to bring that dirty mind they have in the cabinet against her, they have to do what they have done today. Of course, in the society you have the Bible says that in every 12 you must see Judas. So no matter how many people you have in the public, in the outside world, outside the cabinet, of course you have people that reason the way that you guys reason in the cabinet. So I just wanted to, because he started by saying that nobody like her. Then he now make U-turn that on social media people are singing praise of her, but in the cabinet she's chuku. Listen.
But yet when you come outside, the image she poses is entirely different. Let us not be like such a person. These kind of persons are bad people. Sometimes they don't even know that they are bad. They think that what they are doing is right, but it's wrong. They are hurting people. They are destroying the system without even knowing it. We must not learn from such people. We must not take advantage legacy of such people. People like Nnamdi Kanu, people like Simon Ekpa, people like JuJu, for example, these are people that Biafrans look up to. Since I grew up, I have never seen any Biafran parents give them advice to, you need to look up to a particular politician like this, follow their footsteps. Nobody gives this advice. But because we are indigenous people, when we give advice to our children, we talk about people like JuJu. Today we talk about Nnamdi Kanu. People want to give their child such a name because these are heroes. These are people who are mentally stable. These are people who are very cautious, very, very, very sensitive about the happiness in their immediate environment. So I have to relinquish the mic quickly to the co-host. Thank you so very much. Are you there, Mazaki?
Please, guys, help me like the video. Very, very important. Please click on like button if you have not. I cannot see anybody that have touched the button.
Space back, I saw it dropped before. I guess it was for some network reasons. So, but I'm so happy we're back up and we're live. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy 1st of January. I wish everybody, every good thing that this year is going to bring. I wish everyone happiness. I wish everyone joy, utmost joy, more profits in your business.
Master,
yeah.
I forgot something. Let me just say this very quickly, if you don't mind.
Yeah, all right.
So I was going to talk about, because last year I observed some certain things, and I wish that, I don't know, because the media team didn't have any end of year meeting, because I understand there are a lot of things happening at the same time. So the Minister of Information wasn't really
Happy May, you asked me, please, what did he say? Which of the person? What do you want? I don't understand where you were. What do you want me to remind you? Is it the one that the guy said last, or I don't understand your question? What did who say? Is it the guy that is speaking now, or the one that spoke before him? Please remind me. I will try my best to try the video because they are still yapping nonsense here. Let me see.
This that also being that even the Biafra, we the Biafra people have accepted him also and elected him as the acting prime minister following the due process of the law. So that gives them the more opportunity and courage also to still come out to back him. But if we didn't start for our own law, they would have just they look around and what would have happened that even the contract between the Biafra government in exile and
yes, of course, 0 cents. We are just playing that for you to know, for people to know the kind of conversation they are having, and you can hear this one saying that they voted him and using their law and everything. And the question is, what is the name of your electoral process? Like the people that conduct the election, they will tell you CRC, Conflict Resolution Committee. They are the one that have moved from the conflict, solving of problems, internal problems, to election, to organize election. Something that you cannot, is not done anywhere in the world. It's not done anywhere in the world. So it's not done anywhere in the world at all. So you can see the people that are giving you, following the charter and all that, but that's your charter. You don't have provision for how you conduct the election. He said that it's a cabinet that voted, and you never have been declared. Census, since you want to follow the election, you want to follow charter, right? You have to conduct the election for the entire Biafran to vote. Do you understand? Because you want to follow charter as a sovereign nation, that the country have defended his border and everything. You have defended your border. You are in control of everything. You have to follow charter. That due process should be every Biafran voting, like you conduct self-referendum. Organize it that way. They're not going to campaign from his own political party. They will just pick something they want to achieve what they want. You say you want to follow charter, follow the rules, right? The rules should be election will hold so time in next 3 months. If you are that this body that is in charge of election, different election, we have to screen the candidates and bring out the platform for the entire to vote. After all, Biafra have been declared. Since you want to follow it, charter, right? In charter, you have a electoral process. So not CRC coming out to debunk and to say nonsense in favor of people they hate, people that feel their mind is filled with bias. That is what you get when you see people who don't understand what they want. You told us that no more you are following the law, you are following the rule of law, you are following the law, right? Good and fine. In that law, is your charter says that Biafra should not conduct the election? Biafra will not vote. That's only cabals that see themselves, they have filtered themselves long time ago, pretending in the place of PM to strike at the time they want, and now they think that everything. So we are all Biafrans, right? So why must we not vote? If you can conduct election for self-referendum for Biafrans to vote, why don't you conduct this one for us to vote a whole prime minister after declaration of Biafra? Why must he be sidelined with and their hideout? Telling us Biafrans have voted. You guys, why don't you say the cabinet have voted? You come out in public and say Biafrans have voted. You are the one questioning who elect COS. How did she become deputy prime minister? That nobody gave her authority to any power at all. If you listen to this guy that spoke before now, he said that in a movement like this, you should be mindful of leaders. People like Master Mekano, PM, and he even include Ogenkere. I don't know. After how many weeks, Ogenkere is now being compared with Master Mekano and Samadekpa. Are you following at all? Now, you said that you should check people that will work with them, people that move around with them, that will determine if they're going to perform or not. But the question is, are you following charter or not? Yes, you are following charter, right? Why is it that you don't have the time to plan everything the way all that sovereign nation is doing it, since everything must be the way your charter says it? Why must it not be that way? Why must you go around pretending that everything is the way it's supposed to be? That Biafrans have voted. Biafrans have voted, everybody. And they're trying to drag you to that. Meaning, so what is different between Nigerian government and what they're doing? Nigerian election don't bother if citizens voted or not. All they want to do is just to manipulate figures and announce the results in favor of their favorites. That's exactly what they're saying. I would have. I mean, it would have been okay for me, like if they said that cabinet has voted, then it's okay. This is just for cabinet members. But coming out to say that France voted, Biafra voted, how? And they want you to just ignore everything and focus on what they want. Listen.
With them would have terminated, because if we follow our Mumu brother that is following Ngozi, that dissolved the Biafra government in exile, if we actually accepted that dissolving,
it makes their work so difficult to do.
Yeah, but if actually the Biafra people accepted it, it would have become a kind of law if all of us accepted that dissolvement. But since we didn't accept it, but if we accepted it, they would have terminated the contract that those firms had with our prime minister on behalf of Biafra government in exile. So can you just understand the whole thing?
Yes, what you said is true. You understand?
So they would have terminated the contract. You would have painted the contract already.
That yes, in Nigeria they use picture. Once they see that you start,
this is why to me I feel that what the problem that we are having now is that Igbo people don't understand how government is being run. That's number one. An average Igbo man don't understand how government is being run. Apart from our brothers that are in our diaspora that may have an idea of what it means to run a government. Listen to this guy, what he said here. That if they have accepted that Ngozi COS dissolving cabinet is the best way to go, that what it simply means is that the contract that Ogechukwu Nkere and whoever that they have contract, maybe lobbyists and all that in the US, that contract will be dissolved. He forgot that Ogechukwu is representing a body, government body. If you pull out a government representatives, that does not mean that contract ends. It simply means that government replaces that person with another person. The contract is not between Ogechukwu and anybody and any law firm. It is between government and law firm. So government can send any individual. For instance, Buhari borrowed money from China during his tenure. Buhari is no longer president. The contract Buhari signed as the president of Nigeria remains intact. Whoever that comes again as a president will continue from that place. If there's any amendment to make, it is now the duty of the current president to make the amendment, not somebody. Because you see how they gather here. You may think that they're making, to them, they are brain, they understand everything, they're intelligent, they're smart. But you don't know how things is being, and that's why they're committing losers in them, they're defending charter. You don't even consider the condition, the circumstances, the level that you are as a people. But you want to follow everything, destroying your brain cells in the name that you are making sense. Look at what is coming out from these people. And these are potential leaders tomorrow. Do you know how long I've been in this agitation? Do you know how long I have been following Maz? Do you know how? But the basic things you need to know as a human being, you don't pay attention. Look at what somebody is telling you here. That if COS have succeeded in dissolving the cabinet, they don't even understand that that's why she keep on telling you that I've been quoting her, not me, that we have the mandate, that the mandate has been given to us. They don't understand it. Mandate can be transferred. Mandate can be given in a government. That is why you see vice president going to attending function to represent president. That is why you see somebody like maybe Minister of Works commissioning rules on behalf of president, for example, attending functions on behalf of president. Tinubu can wake up tomorrow and said, even call the governor of Imo State, because they are very good. They are very good in what they're doing. They are almost the same thing. Tinubu and Hope Uzodinma, they are friends. He may put call to Hope and say, Hope, please go to New Jersey. This conference that is going on, I am not free. I am very, very busy. Go there and represent me. That is transfer. That is when mandate is being transferred. Whatever Hope said there is being considered that the president said this. Do you understand? And if Hope will sign any contract there, any document there, it's being considered that president of Nigeria have signed this document. That is how in a government. That's how it's been done. Now listen again.
But that is already a big person.
They are laughing.
But they don't know that the word that you understand. That the word they respect law. You understand? But in Africa, we always look at the picture. This particular picture with so person is the president today. With that, they can follow you, even if they want to jam trailer, they don't.
Photo. So, the problem we have in Africa, but the West, they don't see things that way. They don't know. Now, what is written on the paper, what is written on the ground, that's what they are looking. Yes. And also, if you check it now, it will be the same thing. The reason also that they are still holding our promise, not allowing him to come out to still see what we, the Biafran people, our decision, what you are going to do, and our men also what they are going to do. Because all this is also still boil down that they are accusing our prime minister of inciting. That is the same inciting. It's not like say inciting the as an ordinary citizen of Biafra, but that goes to our men. That incitement and the carrying out of terrorism act is also in our men. That's the way the basic is. Because and if now Ngozi have succeeded and making our men to not to perform their work again, with
normally I don't like to talk about men on ground, all right, because their work is quite delicate, and I'm not an insider. I'm commenting based on what we are seeing outside. But you see, the problem that all of them have is that you see the lack of Igbo's participation or participating in Nigerian government have actually dealt with some people. You don't, an average northerner can summarize how government works than this guy that's speaking good English here. An average Yoruba man can tell you how government is being worked, how government is being organized, and the function of government, what is duty of government than these people. That is exactly what is going on in men on ground. Coming out to say, no, you are representing government, not individual. A government is just like like church building. I'm not talking about Pentecostal church that have one pastor and general overseer. I'm talking about church that have solid structure, that pope, cardinals, bishops will be in the rank. Anybody that moved to that place as a parish priest or a priest, you are there representing the church. Anytime you are being transferred from that particular parish to another parish, your information there, you don't have any say anymore there. But you see, an average man that knows how to go to China to import goods, speaking good English, yes, I will give it to you. But to understand how to follow rule of law and follow the principle that guides government, the ethics of government, it requires somebody that have that understanding to know your level and what you are to. It will take us time, but the nuisance that they are committing without paying attention is very, very, very funny. You cannot tell me that. I'm coming to your comment. I see your comment. You cannot tell me that everything they're saying here, they're saying it out because they know. Those ones don't know. You see this? They've been laughing and smiling while exposing their ignorance. They are laughing and smiling while insulting themselves. Because if you know what you are doing, you should be ashamed of yourself. He said, if Ngozi has succeeded, so it's a game of number, no more game of politics like government. Yes, politics is a game of number, but you are not providing a platform to play that game of that politics yet. You still pretend that you are in exile, you are government, you are in exile, you are not in the homeland yet, you are still defending and protecting your land. But in some decisions that are going to suit you, you want to act as if you already have your land secured under your control. Charter, constitution, and blah, 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 they're talking about. You think that COS don't understand the charter? That she's secretary to. She knows that. That's why she signed. She has secretary in the document. Where is secretary of Ogenkere? 80% of Biafrans don't understand, the rank, the job of COS, job of finance minister. Finance minister has to do with anything finance. Has nothing to do with men on ground. That he's not the one providing the money. That he's in charge of the account. That money goes in and out, and sending the money to people that are gonna send it to people that are gonna need it in a homeland. Does not mean that finance minister have any influence that will affect men on ground. In a normal circumstance, I'm not telling you about what to do. In a normal circumstance, like the way it's being done everywhere, finance minister don't have anything, shouldn't have any contact, anything as such, or to decide or to make a decision to men on ground. What right does he have to refuse to attend the meeting? Do you know? Because I was told that he said that he cannot appear in the meeting unless success is being restored. Do you also have that in the charter? That for government to suspend any individual, finance minister must give his own support, approve it. This is why I said a lot is going wrong because of ignorance. People don't understand how things is being done in government. Government and agitation group is different. You are agitating, anything goes. But when you declare government and you're expecting countries to at least welcome you and give you their support, they need to go through some of your work and how people see you and see the government. Because in this world we are living in, we have types of government. There's some government that is autocratic. There's some government that practice democracy. Some government are monarchy systems. Some government are, are very, very, what do they call it? Like those ones that, not anarchy. I'm looking for a word of, like the way the world perceive president of South Korea and North Korea. Okay, a government, we have dictatorship. Yeah, that's the word. Dictatorship. So the people, for a country to support you as a new government, they need to know which area do you belong. Are you your movement? Is it showing no sign of democratic nation or autocratic, or this territorial system? All this kind of authoritarian system, all this kind of system. They need to understand where you belong before they can throw their support to you. But whenever you see these people bringing Nigerian system, people who they know that it will take us, that this decision they want to make will take, that normally for you to get it right, it will take you 3 months. They will look for a way, shortcut, to shorten that process, to achieve it in 3 days instead of 3 months. You can only say that in Nigeria, that's what Nigeria is practicing. Shortcut system of government and favoritism. It must favor me. For me to commission to accept a leader, first thing I need to consider is what I will gain from that leader. Not how that leader will be of profit to the nation, no. But what I will gain. Do you think that this leader, if I support him now, do we still have a chance of bringing our men, our boys, to the cabinet to serve as a minister? Am I going to is he going to hand me over some quota system, that social number, supply us social number of people that are going to work in ministry of social ministry and all that? That is the only thing they want to see before they support you, no matter how good you are. And that system is what they are showing us. The world know all those things. I don't see any country, throwing their support to that kind of government. Unless the government do what Nigerians normally do, instead of you to present your good leadership and everything you are intended to do, instead of them to present it, they have to present oil well to nations. there's also barrels of oil is gonna get to you if you support us. That's the only way in Keran Group can convince any nation. But you see, due process and normal thing that to show the Westerners that this is our people, we have been through a lot. We are here to show them, civilization, how to protect, and actually that is gonna, help the West, which is the way PM have been going about it. Do you understand? That have been the way PM is going about it. They're no longer using that method. What they're doing now is their own.
We didn't come here to play with people or to make friends or to be praised or all those kind of things, No, there is a reason. There is this charter even makes your purpose to be more clearer. So this is where you derive. When you say, let us make peace, okay, let us make peace, then where do we make peace? It is still the law.
Exactly.
You read the law. The people who are representing the law, who are privileged to be there, they will take their decision. And everybody, that is why we are human beings. They should go and ask that man that you just mentioned now. He has no base. All those things that he's saying is immaterial. It has no basis and it's not useful. It is irrelevant. It's a waste of time.
Why would he spend time in Western world for more than 20 years and without even knowing how to apply it? It kept me confused here,
That's why sometimes, listening to people, I'm beginning to find it.
Maybe because he focused on
somebody that you have been listening to self is even a very useless person, and you become confused.
Yes, I think so.
maybe he focused more on entertainment and other things than.
Anyway, you see, men, grown-up men gossiping like losers. Let me go to the comments, and I can see Stella. Stella is here. Stella said, "Kai, hello, Kai family. Hello, sis Stella. Nice to have you." And happy, of course. We have sent greeting. And Dan is here. These brainless monkeys. I want these hungry, jobless losers to tell me which Biafran they always claim to represent. Is it my Biafra? You are only a distraction and nothing short of this. Thank you. And Helen, happy you messaged. Okay, you greeted somebody. Okay. And where is Armstrong? Okay, Armstrong said, "Good evening, Kai." Okay, it's evening your time. Wow. They are confused. They are highly confused. So, my people, let's continue listening to them. I'm gonna drag it a bit. Let me see if I can drag it a bit, because this part where they are gossiping doesn't really. We don't need it.
Nigerian government now gets time so that to use that way, so nobody should listen to them. So those sanitizers will help our people, because that WhatsApp group from there, nobody, if you are calling about for recruitment, nobody will listen, because they have already been sanitized. So they will not listen to anyone again, and then I will focus. And as we are building with this fundraising, it will help. I always do, one of our always come to this. They used to talk about that $5. I don't know how many, but at least with numbers, when we will build up, when we say we are going to, we are many. If Biafrans, like everybody have the same mind we are here, what we can, if more than 5 million can say, "Oh, we are going to fund our military." I'm telling you, under 3 months, Nigeria will pack up. We will pack from our place. But I don't know what sometimes our brothers will talking something. But too much with the population we have. Nothing we cannot do. But we will start with that sanitizing to our people back home, and the funding, and that funding, those media will help also to.
I hate to hear anybody talking about sanitization, like creating awareness. Why I hate it is because that is what DS are saying. That there's a video of Betutela that was circulating a few months back, that we are no longer fighting for Biafra. That we are their job is to sanitize our people. The easiest way to sanitize an Igbo man is your action. The easiest way. You don't preach to an Igbo man today, tomorrow, next tomorrow, without action. You are deceiving yourself. All the things that when you started preaching, an Igbo man will pay attention to you. the ears and everything, he's listening, at his attention. Everything will be on you to hear what at the beginning. But don't keep on repeating that to the ears of an Igbo man. If you keep on repeating it, the little information that you pass will go here and get out from here. It will go in and out. Why? Because Igbo man, once you process that information, first information, next thing he's expecting is the progression. If there's no sign of progression for what you have impacted on him, he will see you as he will, instead of paying attention to the next thing you're going to say, he will spend time to analyze your aim, the rating that made you to even talk to him in the first place. What do you want to gain from him? That's an Igbo man for you. And that is where all of them are getting it wrong. All of them. Apart from PM. To some extent, Mazda. Because PM understand this more than Mazda. I'm being honest. They understand what I said, man, more than Mazda. That Igbo man preach to also, yes, create your awareness, but don't forget to put your action where you put your words. That is what Igbo man, that thing will speed up your awareness in the midst. But you see, if you come today, Igbo man, you do this, pay money here, you are creating awareness. Igbo man is okay, you are creating awareness, okay. Create it very well, my brother. He will give you platform and chance to create more. Tomorrow you come here back again, awareness, we are creating awareness to sanitize our people. Igbo man will say, okay, do it, my brother, myself, keep on doing that. It will get a point when you ask you, Bakena, he may create awareness, oh, to Agus, or awareness, I got one. Man, when he sees that you are push, let it be that you are not even succeeding. Igbo man will understand that you are not succeeding, more than any other tribe. I'm being honest, I'm telling you the secret here. Igbo man will, you see, in all this, I can't, pay money here, pay money here. Any of them that start, producing result now, the whole support will go to you. So everything is still in, that's why I don't know. I don't want to go there. But anybody that knows what I'm saying, understand it very well. Ask yourself, why was it so easy? Why was it so easy for PM to defeat the entire DOS? Remember, those guys were on social media before PM joined. They have their platform. They have everything. Why was it so easy for PM to knock them off balance? Until this day, it's even now, it's even of late, that DOS started admitting, they started to admit that they already went through hell in hands of Mazi PM Samanepa. They were denying that, but after they will come out in public and smile that everything is all right. They will go behind and start crying because they couldn't believe it. They are not used to putting actions. PM started using action. The only way PM, win all the people is by action. Not talk. If you are doing that to anybody, man, you are wasting your time. He wants to see you start up something to engage this thing. Let it be that this thing that you are engaging is not even providing any fruit. If a man will understand that you are stupid, he will go and say, "One get the sick and in a bomb. That is a Igbo man for you." These are things that they don't understand. But if you have this idea of let us agitate and we agitate, we creating awareness. Ogenke is the best. He's the best man. He is the only person we have. Come on. Why it's not gonna last? Because Igbo men are used to that. Recently, they have passed through the 1 of years, getting to 4 years now. DOS not years, getting 4 years now. They said that we are underground. We are coming out of underground. This is the only way is political solution. They spend their time talking, preaching, and creating awareness about the importance of political solution without bringing out the results from the important solution. You say political solution. You spend your time preaching about political solution. You have to listen to your governors, pay attention to your governors. Igbo man they know, they are aware of what governors have done to them. But you spend your time talking about that. Igbo man fold hand and say, okay, keep on doing that. We are watching you. Okay, we are no more. We are underground. Don't insult them. You don't know what you are doing underground. Even Master can understand that you are underground for him. Igbo man say, this underground, for after some time, when are you going to come out? We are not seeing anything, no. At least not going on and nothing was shown. And that was why Biafrans threw their support 100% to PM. At least when there's any issue in Biafra land, Biafrans will start asking for the number of PM. They don't ask the number of Chike, doesn't even know GS. You get why? And that is why I keep on saying, if you are in support of Ogenkere or anybody as such, be careful, because the time it will get to a point when Biafra will do some checks and balances. Who are we going to call? I don't want to discuss more about Biafran Liberation Army. Remember, when Mazen Magano formed ESN, people were singing praise of them. They are doing everything, they are doing this, they are doing that. At a point, when Mazagano is no longer here, that goodness and love of ESN disappeared. Why? Because they shift from what they're known for to another thing. So for men on ground, don't use because people have been singing praise of you during the time of PM and still believe that Biafran will see praise of you. Because now that PM is not here, every eye is open on you to know what you do, what you are doing, and where you stand, and your activities. That in a few months from now, your matter will be reviewed again, and Biafran are going to judge you based on what you have done so far. That was why I said, you coming out to condemn COS and say that you see this and say that is not good. Because as an army, one thing you guys lack is to understand that you are already in the government. And if you don't obey the government, you choose to obey charter. The charter that should be under government. But you don't obey the government. Without government, there is no charter. If you think that charter is government and everything, even you that is preaching charter, we can also see that you don't follow charter. You only follow charter when it gets to something. When you have something that is different from something that you don't like, and for you to navigate your way, you have to present charter to back it up. But when you have something that you want, you throw charter to dustbin and tell us to wait. That this thing is best, what you need to do. We are not Mumu. Even though some of you called us Mumu, but we are not. Believe it.
But the group like Bam Bam Bam, Abalawa, even other media, BG media also help to advertise those numbers so that our people will know. Because so that when you are getting somebody's number, join this number to help our people, and when they confirm it, that they will see that genuine. But when you tell them and they go find out they didn't see that number, they talk, oh, the same person, it's maybe a fraud. I think that's the best thing to do. Anything we should make it. And each any group now we are forming, we need to have a CRC representative in any group we form now. We should have a CRC representative, not only to, because now some of the connect or not, some group are following the modern Sumatra because they think that they are the one to give order. Like where I am, I tell them the truth and they just block me. They are disturbing them in the groups.
Like I said, Biafrans don't understand. Many Biafran youth today, many Igbo youth today, don't understand all these names they are giving to themselves, what it means. Conflict Resolution Committee is an independent body that is meant to check, to solve problem, internal problem. They don't side any party. That you tag them conflict resolution group does not mean that they are doing their job as a conflict resolution group. That committee is filled with bias. They have their own group. They have the people they love. And you cannot achieve what you're supposed to achieve when you have such body in government with this kind of mentality? Because it is very clear that the so-called conflict resolution committee are inside, they are taking side, which is a no-no for anybody. Do you actually believe that you don't understand what it means to have that kind of body with you or in a government? What they're supposed to do? The same thing that Biafrans, in Nigeria we say that the Nigerian don't have that the legal system is corrupt, that judiciary system is no longer functioning. It's the same thing, because in Nigeria judges are they are getting involved. They're involved in political activities of Nigeria, and they know when their body when their bodies in government, like governor, senator, president, and all that, their party representative is ruling. They are a ruling party. Of course, they will judge case to favor their men. So what do you expect? See, that CRC is one of the worst thing that PM allowed. That's the only thing that I can say now that he got wrong. You don't bring people that have that kind of mindset, and since PM should know their body language. People like Inkere know how to manipulate and take side to buy somebody over. He will walk nicodemusically to them and board them over and drag them to his tent and use them to achieve what he wants to achieve. That is a no-no. And coming out to tell us, to preach to Biafrans about that kind of group is laughable. Like I said, you said you voted him as a prime minister, a new leader. So in your charter, how many months or years do you have in that charter to replace your leader when your leader is missing? Since you can't reach the charter, so charter is just like a Bible, right? Where you can have every answer to every problem. My question to you is, in that charter, how many months do you have there? How many months do you said in your charter that you have to conduct election, or years when prime minister is missing? And how do you conduct election according to your charter? Did your charter says that finance minister should not account for any money for Biafrans? In your charter, is it stated that finance minister should not attend to meeting when he was being whenever they summon him to come and answer query? Do you have any provision that finance minister have to have a provision to give excuse that success must be recalled back to the government before he can come and answer some questions? In your charter, is it stated that finance minister will not appear to any meeting when he's been called upon without success? For him to say that he cannot attend any meeting without success being there. In the rules and regulations, follow the law. Oh, we are following. The Atol Taluch in the bio.
They block me. I don't care. So know that even if we are coordinator and we have a representative, which if anything at all, that representative of CRC in any group will have the power to decide when we have such any time of anything like this kind of thing again, so that you cannot decide, oh, you are going to follow here. You have to listen to.
Like I said, for you to know that, like I said, our people don't know how to, how government works. What this guy is saying now, do you know that it will be more easier for anybody that have financial power to control the government with this madness that this guy is saying here? What you need to do is to gather your money, have lunch in the word of Nkele, because the guy don't joke with the lunch. Have lunch with the CRC representative in the meeting and settle his private problem. The rest will be history. He will start singing your praises. That is exactly what they want to. So please, guys, like this video, click on like button, and I expect to like the video. We are approaching 1 hour in this live broadcast. CRC has formed cabal with the three foolish men. It's a matter of time, like I said. I have forgotten this thing before now. Biafra, remember that DOS came to today. They have been relegated to the trash, so it shall be with the Ogenkere and his co-criminals. Dan, thank you so much for that, and that is why I always say it is always good to look at the past, check what happened in the past before you can predict what is going to happen in the future. See what is going around you now. One, DOS are more formidable than Nkela, whether you like it or not. They are more formidable in terms of knowing what to do and when to strike. The only thing that Nkela is sharing the same percentage with is ability to sneak around and get people. They have that one, and people, like, everybody want their voice to be heard, but I think you should also know that you can only preach what you know. You don't preach what you don't know. But what I can see from Nkele media is that they don't care. They don't bother what comes out from their mouth. They want to say something and mock themselves, thinking they're mocking at Biafrans. Because if you know what you are saying, at least it will be more sensible to people. People will understand what you are saying. But saying what you don't know will make you look like a foolish person. Talk to me when you learn how to obey your charter. Then I will go and read the charter to behave like you. But you see, when it is obvious that you don't even obey the charter, why would I read the charter that you yourself that are preaching about charter, you don't even obey it?
Yeah, you see. So CRC give order to all the whole group, whoever, so that before we decide where we follow, that we the CRC based under the charter, so that we will not have this kind of problem another time. So I think it's very, very important to anything to make sure.
Did you hear that we have to put different judiciary system, or to go to court of Biafra, or to hear from prime minister, or the cabinet member need to deliberate on that? What this guy is doing is to relegate the power of cabinet members to CRC. You don't know that CRC job can only come when the matter it has to do maybe something that is very, very serious, not to know everything, but what this guy is saying now is for them to be, the one deciding, because to them, they know that CRC representing Ogenkere. That's why he's not telling you about minister said this, minister said that. The focus is now on CRC. And why they are fronting CRC so much is because the name Ogenkere is not going down in the ears of Biafrans. So they need to use CRC to perpetrate the work of Ogenkere. Why Ogenkere will be there as a statue, but the people that are doing his bidding, which is Ogenkere bidding, in a different form will be the so-called CRC. What is the job of CRC? To resolve any conflict. But they don't want it at all. He's here telling you that he should send CRC representative in every platform to this Biafra you guys are talking about that one should be Biafra in the Mercury, not on Earth. That Biafra should be in Mercury. I'm telling you, this is your own system of Biafra. It should be that Biafra. There's no way you can't tell, nobody will tell me anything. This your own Biafra should be in the Mercury, because I don't see it here on Earth, on surface on this Earth. I don't see this your own Biafra, not Biafra. This your own, because Biafra of course will come, because Biafrans have done what they're supposed to do, and it's not about hijacking and polluting everywhere. If you don't want to come together and fight for Biafra, you can stay aside. If I'm tired of talking about Biafra today, I don't need to come back and start dragging anybody. That does not want it. But some of them want to be dragged. So I cannot tell you that I'm not going to drag if you want to be dragged. Did you read what Harrison Ayog said that Master Mechanic and PM has finished their work? Don't worry, I have the screenshot. That video is coming up in our main platform. I will say something about. I have the screenshot already, my brother. Not only that, oh God, don't worry. Let's keep it for another video. Okay, let's keep it on. You know, this is why. One thing I love about what is going on is that this is a kind of Game of Thrones, but people is a fight between light and darkness. Unfortunately, because I thought we have passed this level, but you see, the signal is still here, so you have to deal with it. Have to deal with it. People that are when you look at people that are clapping for them, they are just this is just gathering of people who don't pay attention to know what they don't know. Because there's this saying that says that a fool is someone who don't know and does not want to know. Not somebody who don't know. If you don't know something, that does not mean that you're a fool. But when you become a fool, when you don't want to study it, when you don't want to know that thing, that is what makes a fool a fool. Not that you don't know something. But that thing that you don't know, do you want to know it? Do you want to know it? Why I don't bother to read chatter is because you that is preaching chatter to me, you are not even following the chatter. Because chatter should be something that will teach you how to organize yourself, how to respect law, rule of law, how to respect government, what you need to do to know your boundary and your limits of power. Not when they make you a receptionist in one of the government departments and you want to venture into the job of a secretary, whereas you are just a receptionist. When you are being made, gate man, you are the one in charge of gate, opening gate and closing gate. In abroad, people call them security officers. Security or that kind of thing. Your own is to open gate and all that. And you want to venture into job of defense forces, Minister of Defense. Charter should teach you that. Charter should remind you in government there's what is called organigram. That's what is called a kind of rank. When you have Mr. A up, B follow, C, and branches of powers, like people in the Ministry of Education, there you have other department secretary in the Ministry of Education. These are devolution of power. Not when you have somebody that's in finance minister. He's eyeing a prime minister position. And he have said it publicly that he wants to become prime minister. And not that he said it, he's working towards it. Before everybody, you are seeing it. He's Minister of Finance. He don't bother to talk about finance, but he want to talk about men on ground. Minister of Finance. He's Minister of Finance in a government or not in a. This is because they don't. They sometimes maybe they feel that this is K-Guides group, like you get together of maybe club. That's what they're doing. They don't know that you are talking about a nation that comprises different culture, different language, Biafra. All right? You are talking about, a group that has to do with people's boundary and way of life. You don't bother to know those things. Your eyes is all about, I love the way the picture that he took in US, in Washington, D.C. That picture showed that he's a good man. I don't want to talk about his allegedly criminal record, that and some recorded video and recorded information, criminal activities. They say that he have, that he's involved in US. Some people say that he has been in jail, that he's a convict in US. I don't want to talk about it because I don't have the evidence yet. If you have noticed, when his name in his 5 names surface on social media, which is Isaiah Harrison, Ayogo, aka Ogenke. When you count all these names, it's 5 in numbers, 5 different names. Then when Biafra begin to hammer on that, I did not jump into that until it become evident that it is true. Then I have to say something about it. So because I don't want to say something that I'm not sure of. But there's a lot of stories about this guy that if it is to be true, he's not qualified to be in Biafran government leadership, not even to host any part, like to be a floor member. He's not. If at all that everything I'm hearing is true, I cannot tell you that it's verified yet. So let's not go there yet. Listen to these people.
Any group they are forming, make sure they get everybody about shatter. So that this kind of thing, everybody now will be aware, yes, it's the law. I think it will help us. We will not have this kind of problem again. And it will build, very soon we'll be building by the fundraising to support our men. So that's what I want to contribute on. I think it's very, very important. Thank you.
You know, they actually believe that Biafrans will keep on giving money to them without making sure that the one they paid is being accounted for. These people, okay. I don't blame you because some of you joined Biafran before, maybe after, but Biafrans that I will know, it has happened in the past. Once they notice that the money is not going the way it's supposed to go, my brother, my sister, you are in for a long journey. I've told us some groups have tried to organize fundraising. You can see DOS everyone on social media talking. Why? Because they know, DOS know that that's the only thing they can do. Since the kidnap of Mazamukan mentioned one fundraising that DOS have organized, 0 public fundraising. Unless they have organized it secretly, maybe off camera. I have not seen any. If you have seen, please let me know in comment section. I have not seen any. It's not as if they don't want to organize it, but they do it and imagine you bring, imagine somebody, not you, God forbid. Imagine somebody that maybe you are dealing with, maybe you are selling a vegetable, for example, or somebody is selling vegetable, and the person brought the goods in the market. You brought that good to the market and you want to sell your vegetable in the market. Nobody want to buy that vegetable. You'll be the one giving money for people to come and pretend they're buying the vegetable from you. You do it for a while and you vanish. People have done it in the past, and I'm not wishing you bad though. But I'm just telling you. But if you are in for anything bad, let that bad thing that you are doing visit you 100 times. Because you are dealing with, you are actually bringing people down in the name of, you are representing this and all that. You are talking about fundraising. I keep on saying that, for you to prove to Biafrans don't joke, and they're going to like Lego. If any man give you money and that money is being misused, or if I got working because that money will not get to you anymore. It will keep on diminishing one after the other. Remember the forces they used the first time they do the organized fundraising is no longer the force they're using now. If you have brain, you know. Because you need to do for them to revive themselves now. Ogechukwu needs to go back to where he keep his clothes and call for me a meeting. Okay? In humility, call for a meeting, accept your mistakes publicly, and come out clean. People may criticize you. Okay? Biafran have this kind of forgiving spirit. If you commit crime, like if you have messed up, and you are willing to accept that you messed up and come out and tell them to do you whatever they pleases you, whatever they pleases, by submitting yourself willingly, and tell them this is what you have done, this is what, even if you think that you are right, do it with humility. You don't brag to their friends. That will clap for you, but the real people will ignore you when it matters the most. If he can go back now and call for a meeting and bring the statement of account and say the way it is, even if he warrant you to go, you go with honor and respect. But the way for this physical I definitely back for it's a matter of time. You can physical you don't, I'm not agree. I don't want that. It's me. They will be watching you. Onuga fogofu. Onuga in a figure 6 year. Oga fogofu. You bend down. You guys don't like to hear the word some must bow. And who is shouting bow than between you and CS? It is you people. Bow to chata. That's bow. When you are telling people bow, you are telling people to bow to chata. Whereas CS is telling you that you have to bow to the government, not to her. You must bow to the government. And for you to say that you don't want to bow simply means that you are anti-government. And then for you to say that you don't want to accept bowing to government, she don't tell you to bow to her. She said you must bow to this government. Not to bow to her, not to go to her knee. Because some of them, due to they already have dirty mind against her, how can a woman be so vocal in praise of a man? They hold me that, do you know who I am? I have mansion, you have it for yourself, okay? This mansion that you think that Biafrans need to worship, this is your house. This is your wealth, not Biafrans. Don't expect people to start licking your body because of you have something that nobody know. Do you know me? I'm a billionaire. What again? All the people that you are telling that you are a billionaire, they don't even know that you are a billionaire. You are the one announcing it. So it's of zero profit in Biafrans. Zero profit. You are bragging that you own this. Good and fine. But don't use it to intimidate anybody. If you do, you are in for a long journey.
Mazaki.
Thank you, Mazi. Yeah.
I should leave this thing.
What's that?
Because you see, when you see people, when they are blackmailing people in this movement,
now,
some of all these things is just because of money, you understand? You know?
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to play something, but I don't know if I should forget about it. When you need to say something about the...
Who is it about? Who is it about first?
You don't... I'm not the one that is going to tell you. I don't know who get the voice, so listen first.
Now, this is how they started mocking Remages. So, this is how they started mocking Remages, and to tell you, I fight for Biafra. He pretended that he's, I don't know him, I don't know this voice. He knew everything, but he just want to pretend, just to mock Remages.
Even if I have issue with you in this movement,
Listen,
you understand?
let me...
Of you moving from the charter and giving us suggestions on what to do and what not to do. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. MID, we said you want to chip in something.
Yes, I wanted to say something. I want our brother Americano to understand this.
Okay, we have listened to this educated you believe.
Nobody can question her. Nobody can. I don't understand. You understand? This is the feedback that we got. The same thing from Biafra Unite. The same thing the lobbies also said. So nobody can turn to somebody that imposes herself upon people that nobody can question her. Can you imagine this? Is this the Biafra? I better remain in Nigeria than to have such a Biafra. That I cannot question my president. I will not have voice to even protest then. Because this is what we are facing in Nigeria. You cannot protest. And once they put your law, you must follow.
This person saying this thing, I presume, is the Helen Peters, the woman in UK who claimed that he's for Biafra. She was here in this platform. She's one of the people, spanner holder, here on my platform, even on my other platform. When I started discussing about what I feel about Ogenkere, that what people are saying, we need to pay close attention to that, she started insulting me, and after saying that, she disappeared, which is very, very good. I don't harbor rotten eggs. I don't keep rotten eggs on my cupboard. She disappeared, which is good. She's here, lying with everything in her. Did you hear what she said? That she don't allow anybody to question her. Really? Between Ogenkere and CS, who is having open mic on social media, call me and ask me the question. So what question again are you looking for? When you talk, they say they paid you off. They bought you over. They bought you over. CS bought me over because of the truth, right? Because I can tell you, I can see the truth, I can tell you what I feel. I didn't tell you that she's a saint. I didn't tell you that she's a god. I'm only analyzing what is in public. That this is what I feel about the whole thing. Azayoba, I also say Azayayog. That people speak on his behalf. I asked a question. If Nigerian government, God forbid, I don't want anybody bad, if he finds himself in where Master is today as a leader, do you think he will last 6 months? Because he don't look healthy to me. Do you think he will last? Anyway, let's not go there. But hear this woman.
If not, they will carry gun and bullet and kill you. The same thing you want me to practice in Biafra? You understand?
Lies.
Nobody wants division.
Lies.
That is just the fact. But for the fact that she's almighty, that nobody can talk to, what else do you want people to do?
Now you can hear, the one thing I want to notice about this is this. They always have very big voice when they're talking to the fellow Biafrans. Ask this woman, make a video, address Nigerian government and insecurity going on in Southeast. Call it the way it is. Be vocal. Oh yeah, come out and do the record yourself the way CS is doing. She will hide under conversation, sending clapping emojis to you. Go on, Omas, go on. My sister, thank you, my sister. They only have powerful voice when it's an internal issue. Faithful and like that. All of them, this woman will be peeing on her pants. All of them. Both the Indian. But COS, when PM is not here, when PM was taken that week, remember, everybody was questioning, where is the PM? The only thing that Sanabaro said is that he's on national duty. With a calm voice, so not even a thunderous one. Until COS come out and say something. Then those ones that are running around and notice, okay, even though they could Biafra, none of them said anything. They couldn't voice out. Why? Fear of the people that are going to fight. Did Ogenkere say anything as a potential prime minister? Did he say anything? The answer is no. They went hiding. For some of you clapping, it will get a position in another point, God forbid, when you need a thunderous voice like that. Somebody that will say something and news will carry it. Until this day, Sahara reporters and all Nigerian newspapers know that COS is the person speaking for Biafra at the moment. What we are doing, there's a difference between leading a freedom movement and leading financial movement. Okay, there's leading finance. That's what we want to lead. We want to make sure that don't remove me from this money. I asked a question for some of you that you are living in UK and the US and Canada does not mean that you are sensible. Some of you are very, very dumb. I'm telling you honestly. Some of you, not all. You think you're in civilized country, but your brain is somewhere in village. You came out and to criticize CS that she's a nobody. How can she do that? You started talking after she cleared the way for you, for Biafrans to understand that somebody is still there, without minding what it takes, what may follow up. When she made that broadcast, why is it that the reaction of some of the media team now, why is it that they did not come out to react? Oh, she's a Nigerian agent. That what she said is she's saying it for in favor of Nigeria. They were all clapping, using their voice to start the broadcast. Those times we know those things. Playing her video, even Okute Biafra sharing her videos, until she dissolved cabinet. She ended that career, that thing that made them to be in Biafra in the first place, not for freedom. It became an issue. The same way PM ended DOS financial plan and financial livelihood, it became an issue. They started attacking him, calling for his head. That was the only problem, the only offense that PM had with DOS are still having today. They are yet to recover. Once you attack all these fake agitators, once you attack their financial gain, that's the end of the movement. They can do and undo. Do you actually believe that after dissolving cabinet, for example, and COS said, okay, remain financial minister, please, success, you are there. Chiamaka Jere, Sana Barawe, keep on. You guys are minister of information. Do you think you'll be hearing that she's an agent today? They would have said, oh, COS is our lady. A thunderous woman. A woman with a voice, when she talks, the zoo is panicking. He would begging that she is there. Do she? Be careful. You can only see them when their interest is being touched. You see, a real agitator, when you remove the person will try his or her possible means to make you to understand why he or she did what she did, and you will be forced to negotiating and recording the whole thing back, and you still keep on moving. But you see those ones, once you end them, every cost for everything. Now, you know, that's to tell you that what you did, you are your decision is very, very right. You are right in what you did, because if you did not touch that finance, they would have pretend that with you. Any day you go against that thing that made them to be in agitation, to talk about freedom at all, that is the end of the freedom movement. That's the end of everything. If COS had retained them in a different various position, you will not hear all those things. She would have been the saint, the only woman that when she talked, the zoo will be panicking. That's what we've been hearing on the stream media. Biafran CS, our CS, with that, she will not even, you see, the deputy prime minister, they will be on that platform calling her that she is our prime minister of today. They will be the one giving that title to her without any request. How many of you before now do you know? How many of you know is aware that Biafra have anything called CRC? Nobody, right? And everything they started, using those things that created for government in favor of their reconnection, because what they're doing now is to reconnect back to financial gain, trying to reconnect back. And you, in your various location, without knowing anything about what they intend to do, you'll be clapping. Go on. That after all, Ogenkere is the only person that knows road to congressmen in US, in Anokwanti. That without him, like we have just heard in this video, that without him, contract being signed with Biafran and anybody will vanish. So if Ogenkere, God forbid, I don't wish anybody to buy, if anything happened to him now, that means that's the end of the road. Is that what they're telling us? Okay. Biafran government or government of the world or any government at all, don't operate like that. I gave you example. If Tinubu that if Buhari that loaned money from China and Tinubu inherited it, does it mean that contract Nigeria signed with China to loan that money under Buhari has come to an end? So Nigeria is no more owing China. Use your brain, it's need they use, yeah. But Zoo was very reluctant to publish anything about PM initially. Even when PM become PM, the Zoo was talking about a more powerful. Like I said, my dear, common sense is not common. And you are going, what you are saying now is just like you are dragging the clock back. You are dragging the clock back. After PM have gained that momentum of Zoo reporting, according to you, Nigerian media reporting that PM is saying this and saying that. PM did not just gain it like you said, like you likely said, right? Then after he must have attained to that height, somebody, his successor, do you think that his successor will still go back to what PM went through? That answer is no. That is why if COS says something now, Nigerian media will carry it, not to get. Do you understand that? That is where it should be. Forget about this Chinese lobby that you guys are calling Elias, the Asian man. That guy is something. It's just like bed of different feathers. You think that, when we talk about corruption and 419, it started from white people. Whether you like it, it is white people that they are the originator of 419. So it is always there, but somehow they have conscience than blacks. They don't scam. When not everywhere they see the scam, they target big fish before they scam. They don't scam. Maybe average people or vulnerable people. They look for people that matter. The people that we after when they scam you. When they scam them, it's not gonna be an issue. The person will not go, die off or something like that. They will look for government personalities and go after them to scam. What this guy is doing is the same thing with Buffet, what he's doing, and more people are more people are going to join to do the same thing. Remember, he was the one that contacted PM. PM did not contact him. According to his history, you can check the list of him. He gave his, in convention, he said it, that he saw what PM was in, he messaged PM, because he already know that these are black people, that I can gain something from this, They are following themselves, they know how much Brufen is gaining from IPOB. Everybody wants to be the same. Another lobbyists are waiting to do the same thing. So don't get it twisted. Until you have somebody that know what they know, they'll start running head scatter. Why he chose to work with Nkerenani? Because that CS she's not a pushover. So you need to work with someone that you get more something from, not anywhere you're going to lose anything. Do you understand it? So you said no. What I am saying is that the Zoo is trying to project COS as the leader, but my dear brother, until PM comes out, you won't agree to see anything from my perspective. I understand that perfectly. No, you are wrong. I can see what you're saying, but not where you are pushing Ogenkere as a savior and pretend that you are neutral. No, I can see your footsteps. And you talked about that the Zoo is projecting. So what I'm saying is that Zoo is projecting also PM as a leader. It's not about projection, it's about the reality that you don't accept. Like, for example, I don't like Tinubu as president of my place, like as Biafra. I don't want my land to be under Tinubu regime. I don't want it. Does it mean that I have power to stop Tinubu from being president? At the moment, I don't have the power. But I don't like it. That I don't like it does not mean that he don't have any influence in what's going on in my land. Do you understand it? So that you don't like COS or PM does not mean that he's not the leader. The question should be, why is it that Nigerian government, Nigerian media sees COS as a leader? Okay? Why not Ogenkere? Do you know, let me ask you, Forget about the problem and who you love and who you are supporting and all that. Forget about it now. Do you see in Biafra today, you can see everybody. If you are being asked to choose one person that have leadership quality to lead Biafra at the moment, are you going to choose Ogenkere? Forget about what has happened though. Forget about who he is. Forget about what he have done. Forget about CUS, everything. Normally, looking at Ogenkere, looking at other Biafrans, remove, not even CUS. I'm not saying you should choose between him and CUS. Who are you going to choose to lead Biafra if you are being asked to vote now? Be honest to yourself. I know it will be difficult for you to answer this question because you cannot, go to CMA Kebugi. So I understand that you may find it difficult to respond to this because that is a very, very good question to you. But I know you're not gonna ask. I respect your opinion, but I wish more people will not focus on Ogenkere, sketching past and not properly vet COS. I don't understand what you mean. Ogenkere is not being. People are not focusing on Ogenkere. Ogenkere is focusing on the people. You understand? He is the one focused on the people. People are not focused on him. He is one tapping everybody to just to cause distraction because of personal interest. Like I said, before you say another thing, answer these two questions. And let me throw another question to you. If Ogenkere had been restored or have not been removed, let's assume that if CS did not remove him, if CS had not removed him, do you think that he will be doing what he's doing now? The answer is no. But why is it that you are not asking yourself, you don't bother to question Ogenkere? So you have been working with this Nigerian agent. You know those in a bad hand, you were working with her because she gave you position in the government. You keep working with her, you allowed her. That means you are a suspect than her because you can do and undo because of your position, what you want to gain. The woman is honest to PM. That's another thing they don't understand. I am not chose Oge, but I am curious to why PM trusted him. PM trusted him. PM trusted him on terms of what? PM trust everybody. Trust is a very difficult word, or it's a very, very strong word. PM trusted him to do what? That's the question. Finance minister should mind his financial job. When you fail, you fail. And don't forget that she has told you that, yes, you may not believe it because she said it, but ask yourself, why would she say that? And DOS, not DOS, they are the same thing, Inkere and their group, they have not debunked that. That even Chemaka agreed that there's a plan to dissolve the cabinet by PM, and they formed committee that will see that through. So why is it that after dissolving it, they don't want to accept it? Because maybe they were thinking that they will be retained in their positions. I felt there is an overwhelming consensus for me to focus on Ogenkere's garbage and allow Ngozi bask in PM glory. Something very deceptive about that. This is the question. This is the same question that you asked yesterday, if you can recall. You said that you felt that you are the one that said that Ogenkere have more supporters. Remember what you said yesterday? That Ogenkere have more supporters than CS, which I told you is a lie. Right? Remember just yesterday you said that, which I told you is a lie. That Ogenkere, you said that people are forcing Ngozi to people to believe, for people to believe. I told you it's a lie. Remember? And you are not twisting the question again. So it's a repetition of a question. I think I've answered that yesterday. You said it's a deceptive. There's something deceptive about it. and you say that you are not choosing no, just read your word. Just read your statement. You said that you're not choosing no Genkere, but you are calling it deceptive. What is deceptive about it? Ordinary question you can't answer. I asked you for a finance minister to refuse to give account update, like to give account of his what he's doing with his account. Is it easy of you to worry about that? You are not promoting that person to prime minister. You see the one madam. What are you talking about here? Florence, you're a woman. If your husband refuses to give you account of, maybe you have joint account with your husband, and your husband is one going to bank to deposit money from you guys' business, and you don't know how much you need to. Sometimes you're at a point you want to know how much in the account, isn't it? And you ask your husband don't want to answer. He don't want to give you the bank statement, and he keep on telling you that he's the one that he's depositing more money. He deposits more money than you in the account. That out of the money in the account, he don't mention any amount that he deposits. That without him, that business that you guys, you know how you are struggling to fix the business to work for your money, and your husband turn around and tell you that without him, without the money that he's putting in the account, that the business would have collapsed, that your business would have collapsed, that you are lazy, that without him you are nothing. You would love to know how much your husband had put in the account, and he refused to give you that details. Then instead of you to worry about it or sort it out, you now turn around and say, okay, you now make your husband, you now promote him to be in charge of all your other bank accounts. That's what you guys are doing now. After the guys did not even perform well as a finance minister, you are not promoting him to. It simply means that everybody that is promoting him and him are all the same. We Biafrans have only one government under the leadership of Dr. Ngozo Rabeze, instead of a criminal and con man like Ogenkwere. The account update of who is US legally supposed to ask for that? Has he asked Ogenkere account when PM was around? Yes. The rumor was allegedly that they have asked him already and he refused. And mind you, it's not for COS, it's for the cabinet. Because there's a transition going on. Ogenkere refused to give that account update. Okay, see, you don't give it to the government that are donating the money. If you want to make it battle between CS and Ogenkere alone, why is it that Ogenkere come up? He said he came out and said something like that all of them are Achikote one. Why did he not address that to CS? It simply means that he refused to give the account update to everybody. And the same guy is preaching and using you guys that refuse to reason. I believe that you are not even a financial member, to be honest with you. The way you are sounding, you are not a financial member. That's why I can assure you. But people that are donating money said, we want to know the update, what is going on. And he couldn't give any update. So you're talking about legitimate, right? What legitimacy do what legitimacy do you think that Ogenkere have to refuse to attend the meeting, to give that account update? Judging by your own statement, legitimacy here. What is the legitimacy of Ogenkere to refuse to give account update to Biafran that are donating the money? To know how much. And not only that he refused, he's bragging that without him, Finland Convention wouldn't have heard that he was the one. Go and listen to Sana Barawa, one of the beneficiary of the money, saying that you guys what is the name of the guy? Uche, European rep. Then I don't know if he's still the European rep now. I don't know, but he's the European rep. Was begging and calling him somebody used the word disturbing Ogenkere. So disturbing Ogenkere for whose money? Public fund. After listening to that kind of thing, you still believe that they are getting it right. You see, we need to be honest to ourselves sometimes. That is disturbing. with public finance. Said you do realize if we make our way chest finance, you do realize that if we make our war chest finance public, not only Biafran will have access to the information. PM never made that information public. You know, I don't like to go hard on you. These are this statement of a criminal. What you said here is just a typical armed robbery statement. You have access to what? What are you talking about? Statement of account that the money that you have spent already. Tell us what you can give that's from so much to so much. This amount was generated. The information, the financial, the finance that was circulating on social media by DOS and one Yoruba guy, which they told PM, the guy PM published it on his X handle. They sat down, the Nigerian government sat down, Nigerian agents sat down and recorded all the money donated to the account through the fundraising. Money being called out of, they were calling about how many millions in dollars. Okay? The money, is it million or I think is it millions? I can't remember. But there's a figure they mentioned with list, date and time when the money was being donated. Now, so if you are afraid of Nigerian government knowing how much you own, why are you doing fundraising in public? You guys are you want to use the brain of Biafrans? It's not possible now. We are not dumb. You are donating money publicly for Biafrans, for the whole world to see. And to prove to you that Nigerian government have time to, if they want to know, they will know. They can guess how much you can generate in a month, how much you can generate in 2 months through that public fundraising, which is good. I'm not against public fundraising, but what I'm against you pretending that to give cabinet members. So, what makes you think that will not contact Nigerian government and give them the account update? Personally, like, so you trust that he cannot. Una use your brain for some time. He said, "Don't insult," because your question is insulting. To be honest, you don't say that kind of thing. That's giving excuse to back up to protect a criminal act. It did not end there. You promote the guy to prime minister. The guy that has a lot of controversial issue that put everybody the way it is today. Even if you don't like CS, if they are smart, if you don't like CS, knowing that Ogenkere is not welcomed, that many Biafrans have one or two things, differences against him, you should have put another person to prove that you are following the principle. But insisting on the guy goes to show that the Ogenkere he's not the one that is siphoning the money alone. Others are in support of that. And that is why, just like when the past Nigerian president were told through Mazen Makano that Buhari reached the agreement with Yorubas through Tinubu, that after him Tinubu will be the next president. So to settle Yorubas for supporting Buhari, they have to bring somebody that is going to be president no matter who, and that person will be who? Tinubu, no matter the crime that he committed or anything. That's what you guys are saying. The guy have a lot of issues. He had stabilized the unit in Biafran government. Then you want to, because some of you have issue with CS. Fine. The best thing you should have done is to, since you have issue with COS, you are not going to be another person, a neutral person that's not going to be biased. That for the interest of the entire Biafrans. But insisting on the same particular individual without answering the question that bother people, it simply means that everyone supporting him are in line with what the guy is committing or has committed. You said again, Biafran or nothing. That's a bench. So if CS know that why set up Oge for dragging, so she can be perfect, so she can be preferred. Mind game, if you ask me. I don't know. Maybe I assume that you are commenting. I can tell you from your comment now. You are a DOS member. You understand? You are a DOS supporter. That's all I can say. That's my response to you. You are a DOS and you should repent. just being objective. You are not objective. I refuse to follow the crowd. Nobody's. You keep on saying. Do you actually think that some people bother who you follow? Do you actually think that people bother care about who you follow? No, nobody. It is your personal decision. Nobody care who you follow. Okay. Nobody care at all. You can follow anybody you want to follow.
Nobody.
Now, listen to this dog.
But for the fact that she's almighty, that nobody can talk to, what else you want people to do? Everybody, I am
Florence, this is your colleague. Okay.
here to support the truth. I am not supporting anybody.
Yeah.
I am here to stand on the.
The same thing with you. I am not supporting anybody. I am here to support the truth. The truth is that your finance minister refused to give financial update of the account that you've been managing for years, not months. That's it. You can hear your second here. Nobody give me. I must support it. And I don't know why they're all women. Many of them are women. The men that are eating the money are somehow calm and they know what they're doing. Very calculative and waiting for the money to click on the account. Okay, because don't respect women. So you don't have much women to bribe. Even if the one that are giving, changing, they're deceiving those ones. The real men that are doing the bidding and that are siphoning the money, they are the one, laughing and pumping champagne and mocking you when you are crying. The woman think faster by anticipating the declaration of the Biafra. And that's what you see. Someone that have brain is talking. Florence, learn from this from this person. Okay, so don't look at your second. He said that you are far from DOS. You are not. You are DOS member, my dear. PM said that some of you are in Kaba without knowing that you are in Kaba. None of you are like that. Statement is very, very key.
Charter. That is just the fact.
The charter.
I am not here to fight for anybody, but for my rights.
The charter.
That right that belongs to me, on the charter given to me. That is what I'm here to voice myself on. That is it. Nobody wants to
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Helen Peters. Please.
Did you hear her name? Helen Peters. Like I told you, she was one of the spanner hold on my platform here. I'm not against her, but I just want to tell you that some of you, like you now, commenting. Tomorrow night I will see you commenting, hosting on space, ranging and shouting. But if I ask you to come up and say it here, you'll be panicking because you know that we're gonna throw questions. You can only go to a neutral ground, selected ground like this, where you can say all manner of things that you want to say, and nobody is gonna question you. You say it and get away with it. Here, I will throw questions on you, and that's why many of you don't want to call when I put number for you to call. Many of you will be panicking, and Ogenkere and his co-criminals should be investigated. Biafrans are calling for them for that. To be honest with you, many Biafrans, but I don't want to venture that because I'm not a member of cabinet. It is the job of Biafran government in exile, Biafran government to do that, not me. And my God, no, really sad about the whole situation. For all we know about Oge and CS are playing game with us. No, you are still getting it wrong. Like I said, see, I'm not preaching for you to, but when I see something that is not in line with what it should be, I can tell you, I can dictate it, my dear. So you are not far from that. You are not far from that. You are very close. You are just a few steps away to be, all out and claiming saying what you cannot defend. If you can answer just these questions, they don't answer that. You don't bother. You don't care about the body language of Ogenkere. And you're a woman, somebody who don't respect women. You are here telling me, what kind of Biafra do you think that men who see women as a subject will give to you in this modern age? What kind of Biafra is that? Helen Peters, through her voice, you already know the kind of woman she is. Listen.
Because this thing really touched me, Sha, because normally by now, soon they're supposed to be hearing the sound. I'm telling you the honest truth, because that is exactly what's supposed to be going on now. Immediately that declaration, because Zuna, they will not keep quiet. By now, we would have focused on, even if it's only one local government, we are in charge. Then we'll start it from there. But what did they do? They just wake up one morning and just do just trying to scatter everything.
Dissolve this, dissolve that,
just to scatter everything, so that
when we start from the beginning.
See them. They don't even understand that the declaration that people that are supporting NAN, they are anti-declaration. They don't want, even the what we call that academic highness here was one of the people saying that you should not declare that from the PM comes out. They are working, they work towards it. Read the comment of this our brother here, this their Varidanza. Read the comment that what he said here. The COS outsmart them on that by declaring Biafra without letting them know. So because the plan is to commit one or two things to create sin there, and Finnish government will suspend the function. That was the plan. None of you, like I said, people that know how to buy and sell. When you talk about government, they want to contribute. They want their voice to be heard. Anyway, my people, thank you so much for your time. I have come to an end of this broadcast because we have spent 2 hours. Okay, it's just 10 minutes to 2 hours. So we will come back again probably today or tomorrow, but I will see if I can make, or maybe on our main platform. But before you go, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. We have 50 subscribers to go, and I want you to be part of it. Subscribe, and their plan no work. Yes, so Armstrong, my brother, how can it work? How can it work? And that's why the people that are those ones that are claiming that everything is about them, that they why must you declare? Why must you, that they would have secured and protect this without that declaration? Do you know that they went as far as saying that someone that read the grievance of Biafra to declare Biafra, that he is the one that declared Biafra because the guy is now in their side. They want to change the narrative that CS did not declare Biafra. And all of you, after watching those videos, you're okay with it. Then Chiamaka used that said that on his platform. That she was not the one that declared Biafra. That is even the guy, that the person that read that grievances, that is declaration for you. That is how deep they hate the woman. And that hatred did not end only on the woman. COS, they hate every other woman like that. Pretend that they're with you because of your finance, because they think that you can donate money. That's why they say allow you. A woman no bagada imam that COS. Go up why in again. Go up bagada imam like a quarter imam like a. That insult should go to you as well. Don't get it twisted. God bless you and good morning to you all. Bye bye for now.